I'm going to talk about few things that are very interesting for the farmers, and every farmer knows. The first one is the soil. We have here an example of a soil that every farmer knows. And the soil, it is like a plate for plants. From this plate, the plants can eat. You see, it's water, but the plate, it's actually broken. Everything that you put in the plate goes through, down, and it is either wasted, leached. So then this is the broken plate. Now, if we take the plant, they eat from the plate. They eat from the plate with roots. This is the mouth of the plant. That's how they eat. They eat from this broken plate. Now, the thing is how we feed correctly, that the plant has all the time the plant nutrients. But each stage of the plant requires a different plant nutrients. When it's a baby, it needs more like phosphorus. If it's grown or to grow, it needs more nitrogen. And then when it has fruits, it needs more potassium. These are more or less the recipes to feed the plant correctly. And each plant has a slightly different way of feeding it. We have here the soil. We show that the soil, it's the plate, a broken plate. We put the water goes through, together with plant nutrients. This is one thing that we know. Another thing that we know, that the plant uptake by the roots. Now, the mechanism how it is moving into the plant is with water. If there is no water, then plant nutrients are not moving into the plant. So we have to continue feeding because it goes down. It leaches the nutrients, or if the nutrients are not exactly here, so we have to keep watering. How we can do that? So the best way is applying through irrigation, continuous irrigation. Now when we're applying water, just plain water, that's not enough. It's better to have in the water also nutrients. So nutrients with the water is fertigation. And that's what we are actually trying to explain to the farmers, that this is the best way to feed the plant. Because the plant eats with the roots from this broken plate, and the plant nutrients with the water will enjoy, the plant will enjoy all the exact nutrients that it's needed. All the fertilizers that we're applying, the plant nutrients, they have to be dissolved in order to be uptaken. So what we are doing, we are only producing a water-soluble fertilizer, fully water-soluble fertilizer. And here's an example. This is the mouth of the plant. This is how the plants are absorbing all the plant nutrients. But the needs of the plant nutrients are different according to the growing stages. And our R&D group, they have developed a very special plant nutrient program and products for these plants. We know the needs of the plant, we know the nitrogen, we know the phosphorus, we know the potassium, we know different stages, what is needed. Based on our knowledge, we have produced a very special product under brand name EcoSol, which is fully water-soluble product. The product comes, the EcoSol comes in pinkish color, and the reason for that color, or the dye, is when the farmer puts it in the water, like in this case. the farmer can see where the fertilizer is moving once he is applying it. And here I just will show you an example about the solubility. You can see how quickly and fully it gets into the solution. Okay, it's already been completely dissolved, and you can see this reddish color. So it can be applied through any irrigation system, either through flood irrigation or through drip irrigation. It can be also applied as a foliar application. Groups of products. We are showing number 1 product, which has a different NPK ratio, and we have here number 3 product, which has again different NPK ratio, and we'll explain what's the difference between these 2 products. But this is to help the farmer to produce better crop and better quality. This EcoSort number 1 has a nitrogen 19%, phosphorus 19%, potassium 19%, and also it has a secondary micronutrient, plant nutrient 1%. So this is a balanced NPK. Besides this balanced NPK, it has also micronutrients. In addition, we have amino acid, PAA, which is organic material that can help the uptake of the plant nutrients, development of the roots, and improving the soil texture. So these are all in recent developed product by our company. The nitrogen is 16%, the phosphorus is 5%, and the potassium is 32%. In addition, it has also 2% magnesium, secondary plant nutrient. So the ratio of that is very high potassium, which is required for plants when they develop fruits, and requires very small amount of phosphorus. So this is number 3, which is very suitable for fruit-producing crops. And in addition, we have all the micronutrients. Again, we have the iron, we have the manganese, we have boron, we have zinc, copper, and molybdenum. They are in chelated forms for an easy uptake by the plant. 2 products for the convenience of the farmer, of the grower, and it depends what crop, depends what stage of the crop.